Me again, Orc Slayer, what ifs? Where we last left off, let's see, checking. So, where we last left off on the what if Deku was the son of Snipe, or was Snipe's son. There we go. Not the son, but was Snipe's son. So, I really didn't focus on Deku all that much, and I showed you his quirk, which is pretty much exactly the same as his dad's, except it says his pistol, which I'm not sure if that just means one pistol, like his only gun, or if he can control it through any gun. I'm saying Deku's is enhanced since Inko, I'll just say through reasons, it just got better with mixing with Inko's DNA and such and blah blah blah. So we skip forward to when Deku's 14. His dad's been working a lot more. His mom has been working a lot as well. She's moving up into through those 14 years of after Deku became a certain age. Since he had a lot of nannies and such, since Snipe had been taking a long, quite a bit of breaks from being a hero to be with just hang around Deku and such. So as Snipe got old, Deku got older, Snipe sort of did the less and less sort of showing up. He did make an appearance at least every day, but it was once a day for dinner or something along those lines, or even sometimes not even that, considering he is a hero. He may have to go off on long periods of time not even seeing his family. And Inko, she's essentially a businesswoman, as when she kind of went back to school in a way to get an actual degree in business and such. She was doing that as well as her pretty much part-time or even close to full-time job. So with Deku and such, he was pretty much left to his own devices. Sorry. As Deku got older, his dad, Snipe, did actually train him how to shoot a gun. More proficiently. As Deku already knows his quirk, and is actually a pretty good shooter. As he goes to school, and it's pretty much the same school Ida goes to. As when Deku was introduced to the school when he was... Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ugh. He was 15 or so, 14, maybe 13. I'm not entirely sure. Cause I think they have normal. Yeah, he's around 14 is when he's introduced to the same school Ida is. I'll say that's around the age. Anyways, as Deku and them are going through their life. Yeah, there we go. Deku is introduced. Hello, my name is Izuku Midoriya, because I'll just say Snipe took Inko's last name. Sorry. As he has taken her last name, he continues on with, hello, my name's Izuku Midoriya. As he just leaves it as that, because he doesn't really broadcast, oh yeah, my dad's Snipe, a top rank hero. So he doesn't brag. As he's pretty much his dad has taught him to not go spread that around, or to be boastful and such. It's better to keep quiet sometimes. Well, not that his dad told him that, but he sort of got that sort of thing from watching all those not dashing rogues, but all those cowboy movies, with the rider that comes into town all quiet and such. So he tries to keep quiet a lot. Cowboy movies influenced him, but he's also got that whole heroic heart that a lot of cowboys are known for. But as rushing into an entire gang hideout with nothing but 6 bullets. Yeah. As he learns through that and such, he gets along with everyone necessarily. Like, he's just sort of there, but he just doesn't talk a lot. As sorry. As I'll say, Ida is probably the class president. Like, there's most likely that. As Ida, like, comes up and introduces him, "Oh, I am class president Ida." As he, like, sort of hands out his, like, shoots out his hand, as Deku's like, Izuka Midoriya. So, like, "I am Tenya Ida." As Deku's like, "Tenya Ida? Hang on a second. Aren't you..." As he's about to say it... sorry. As he's about to say it, like, it's like... As it's like, "The teacher is here." And he goes sit down, and Deku's like... He's like, "Quiet down, everyone. The teacher is here." As Deku's like, "Oh." As he, like, sort of rubs his ear, "You are loud as hell. God." As he says that, Ida says, "There's no cursing in this classroom, Izuku Midoriya." It's like, just call me Midoriya, man. Jeez. You're so loud. And what's with the robotic movement?" As he finished that sentence, as Deku, as the teacher comes in, and that, well, he's already come in. Sorry about that. He introduces him during a period, like a break period, I guess, would be the better saying. Sorry about that. As it comes to lunchtime, Deku has a packed lunch, because reasons. He has... Well, I'll just say he has a normal lunch, I guess. By Japanese standards, at least. I guess that's like rice, eggs, whatever they have for lunch. I'm not sure. Ow. As with that being said, Deku sits by himself. As then a couple of guys, like, coming around, like, "Hey." As they're the delinquents. As Deku just deals with them, like, sort of picking on them and such. As Deku eventually just gets up and, like, leaves. It's like, "Hey, where are you going? We were being friends." As Deku says, I know a bunch of bullies when I see some." As he goes by and sits by another table with more people. As people actually saw him get up as he moved. As the person next to him, "Yeah, those guys are delinquents at the school. As you can see, they get pretty annoying." It's like, "Yeah, I agree." Like, well, Izuku Midoriya, as he holds over his hand, and the guy's like, "Pleasure to meet you. I'm..." Sorry. I just use American names, like English names, because, you know, I'm English. As he's like, "I'm Ryan, this is Jessica, and this is Marilyn." Yeah. As it's like, "Pleasure to meet you, Ryan, Jessica, Marilyn." There we go. As they all talk with each other and such, like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." Like, "So, what are your guys' quirks, out of curiosity?" Why am I yawning? As it's like, well, as Marilyn says, she can use wind, like use a bit of wind stuff, like summon a bit of a breeze. As she, like, shows it, like, makes a little tornado in her hand. Jessica, ow. As Jessica says, she can see, she has heat vision. It's like, "What do you mean by that?" She's like, "I can see body heat." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." And Ryan says, "I can..." As he, like, goes like, "Huh." As every time he sneezes, he, like, sneezes, and it's sort of like, you know, sorry. Every time he sneezes, it's like, what's the word? He grows a pair of, well, not a pair of, But he actually, like, not every time he sneezes. Sorry, as he, like, sneezes, he goes, like, as he's like, I can summon claws. As he's rubbing his nose, as he, like, shows the, like, claws. They're not, like long, like 4 inches. They're just, like, about, like, come over. Sort of like, Sabretooth, Wolverine's, like, arch nemesis. Yeah, I believe his name is Sabretooth. As he goes on to, like, talk about his quirk, as he says, anything he shoots... Oh, sorry about this, I keep on yawning. As he tells each of them, like, oh, my quirk is that any, like, bullet I shoot out of any gun, I can control the trajectory. As one of them says, hey, that reminds me of Snipes' quirk, right? He's like, yeah. Like, are you, like, related to him? He's like, well, he is my dad. And they're like, wait, what? You're Snipes? As when they about to finish the sentence, it goes ring, like the whole bells ring and such. As Deku says, well, I gotta go. It was a pleasure talking with y'all. As he gets up and, like, walks away, it's like, sorry, hair. Why is there always hair? Just sitting on bed. As Marilyn's like, he snipes. As then it's like another ring. It's like, guys, we gotta get to class. As they have to rush over to class. Deku eventually gets done with school and such, as she's like, as when he leaves, he runs into Ida again. Ida says, let me know if you need anything. As he, like, makes Deku feel comfortable, you could say. As Deku's like, thanks, Ida. Tenya. Well, yeah, Ida, Tenya. It's Ida, Tenya, or I guess Tenya, Ida. Because I guess Tenya is his first name, Ida is the last name. He's like, thanks, Ida. As he leaves... sorry. As he has left, you know, he goes back home, as it's like, hey, Mom, Dad, as he, like, lets out the call. As there's, like, a note that says, won't be, as some of the, I guess, house cleaner says, Mr. and Mrs. Midoriya will not be home today. It's like, would you like anything to eat? He's like, no, I'm okay. Wish I'd be home. It's like, won't be home tonight. Inko's got a late business meeting, and Snipe has a sort of some hero business to conduct. No, actually, I'll say in this time he's actually become one of the teachers at UA, so, you know. Sorry. As when he, like, finished talking, he's like, I guess I'll go do some practice. As he walks up, changes out of his, like, school uniform, changes into something more comfortable, as he starts taking target practice, as he's, like, pretty much even without using his quirk, he's pretty good, as he, like, you know, is able to get, like, either right on the right in the red circle, or he's actually even, like, doing, like, little faces or something, like a sad face, happy face, a face with a nose, stuff like that. Eventually, with a minigun, he'll make a masterpiece. Just, like, just lines an entire wall. It's like, behold, as he, like, my masterpiece. As it's like Benjamin Franklin. Well, not Benjamin Franklin, but it's just about a bunch of old cowboy things. That'd be funny. As Deku's like, as he's kind of gotten tired of, like, this whole thing, he's like, done my schoolwork. I just usually sit around, do a bit of exercise, shoot these targets. As he's like, as he puts on a hoodie, as it's gotten late, and he goes out for a walk. It's like, Mr. Midoriya, where are you going? He's like, I'm just going for a walk. I'll be back in a bit. As he's going for the walk, he, like, just wanders. not really paying attention to where he is. Eventually ends up and down, like a bit, not a rundown, but like a more, sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Anyways. Nope. As he ends up in a part of town, he's like, oh crap, where am I? As he's looking around, he like hears whispers like, hey man, are you gonna go to that thing tonight? He's like, what? Oh, that. Yeah, I got my bet's on Eagle Eye. He's never missed a single shot as far as I know. Like, yeah, but I'm betting on Crosshairs. Bet she's gonna actually overtake him this round. Just like, come on. Crosshairs, there's no way Crosshairs gonna take out a veteran like Eagle Eye. It's like, never know, man, never know. As Deku walks over, hey, as he like has his head down, what are you guys talking about? It's like, oh, you don't know? As they aren't like, like, they're just like, gamblers or something along those lines. Like, as they like tell him like here, like there's like some underground like arena where people are allowed to like do sort of gun ranges and such, or they could even do like underground fighting arenas. Like, really? Yeah, the guns are made out like do a special thing where they completely like immobilize a guy. We're about to go there now. This Rick Bobby here thinks he's gonna sign up for it. He's like, no, I never said that. I just thought it would be interesting. He's like, do you think I could do it? He's like, anyone could join. It's just that you're gonna have to go to the lower matches first off. The lower matches are always flooded with random guys and random women who want to try to make a proving of themselves, or it's just a fun pastime. Like, but be warned, this is kind of illegal, so if the cops come busting down, you may be charged with something. Like, this sounds interesting. As Deku's like, alright, this sounds interesting. Lead the way. He's like, yeah, man. It's like, hey, you gotta, there's a bit of a fee to get in. You gotta, like, you got some, like, money to, like, give it to the guy? Just letting you know ahead of time. It's like, I should have enough. It's like, alright. As they like reach the thing, as they do a knock, it's like, what's the password? It's like, All Might sucks, Endeavor sucks, and the number 3 hero, Best Genius sucks even more. He's like, yep. As they like let him in, it's like, oh, hang on, I don't recognize you. He's like, I want to compete. He's like, oh yeah, 5,000 yen. He's like, sure. As he just hands it nonchalantly, he's like, welcome aboard. Head down to the right. That's where you can sign up for those little matches. If you last long enough and keep an interest, you may head up to the big leagues. It's like, thanks. It's like, no problem. As then he like shuts the door behind Deku and them. As he's like, alright. As he goes over and signs up. As it's like, is this the place where I sign up for the thing? Yeah. Well, not sign up, but like register or whatever. As he's like, yep. Like, nothing special. As he's just like throw something to him. It's like, those are special shock immobilizers. Fire a pale blue light like this. As he like gives an example. As he like looks at a random guy in the corner, as he just shoots him. As the guy like lets out like a little as he's like shocked and falls over. He's like, they won't die, they'll just be paralyzed for a sec. As the guy like afterwards gets like couple minutes later gets up, he's like, what the hell, man? He's like, hey, don't you dare, hey, keep yourself calm. As it's a big arena that Deku like and the rest of them go into, as he's like, alright then. As he has a simple pistol. As he's looking around the corners and such, he's like, alright. As he looks over, immediately several like shots are like pew 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 all around him. As he's like, whoa, as he like ducks, he's like, oh, that was close. As he's looking around, he's like, all right, think. As he rolls over, sort of like he's a cowboy, flips it out of his like holster and pretends it's like a revolver, because that's what he's used to. As he goes pew, like sort of the bang, as he like flicks the hammer back or cocks it back, sort of like using his palm of his hand, as he's like bang 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 3 times, making the same motion each time. As immediately you hear 3 guys go like, oh damn it, as they like fall on the ground. He's like, oh, there goes 3 people, folks. It seems like this newcomer may be worth something after all. As there's around 10 people in here. So as the 4 other people hear about this, well, not 4. Sorry, the 6 other people hear about this, like, newcomer. It's like, how about we crush him? As there's one with a rifle and one with a shotgun, like, they have a large variety. As they start firing upon his position, he's like, alright. Right? As he fires, as the bullet somewhat curves, as it's like, whoa, does he have a quirk that allows him to do this? It's like, hey, should we, as people are like, hey, that's against the rules, as they're like, actually, folks, there's no rules against saying you can't use your quirk. As several of them think, alright, keep fighting, as they like, keep shooting at each other then. As Deku, like, uses his quirk, well, yeah, he uses his quirk as the bullets bend, as everyone, like, enjoys seeing, as one guy is like, just barely avoiding each shot, as he's like, whoa, as he dodges to the right just a bit too late, as then it, like, hits him right in the shoulder, as he's like, ow, as he falls on the ground. Here's our winner, folks. Tell us, what's your name? He's like, Deadshot. No, not Deadshot, but, he says his name's the, Actually, let me think about this for a second. What's a good name for a mysterious opponent with a... The... Ace. His name's Ace. Like, the Ace, okay. Like, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's winner, Ace! As it's like, alright, yeah, as they're like all clapping, it's like, woo! Hey buddy, if you win 4 more of these, you can go up a level. There's a total of 5 levels. The ones at the very top require some of the highest skilled players. Eagle Eye has sat up there for 10 years. Let's see if you can throw him off his little chair, can't we? As it's like, in fact, here it is, as they like show it on the screen. Yeah, this place is like a very large underground arena set up. Like, it's surprising that nobody else knows these people are here. Anyways, as they're looking over, it's like, whoa. As when they see Crosshairs and Eagle Eye fighting, Crosshair uses an SMG, like a similar design to the Uzi. Eagle Eye, he uses a flintlock pistol, or a gun that looks like a flintlock, or even a musket. As it's like, and there's Eagle Eye with his classic flintlock in action. As when Crosshairs tries to overwhelm him with bullets, Eagle Eye takes one calculated shot, as it's like a bang, as then you hear Crosshairs go like, son of a bitch, as she like completely is not like paralyzed, as it's like, sorry. As it's like, it seems Eagle Eye still remains the champion. As he's like looking around, sort of like puts his hands like somewhat up, as people like, Eagle, sort of thing. As Deku's like, wow, I need to get that good. As he leaves, as he returns home, as the housekeeper was like, Mr. Midoriya, Isuko hasn't come back yet. As it's like, what? Where is he? Where'd he go? He said he was going on a run. He says he was going on a run. So I'm kind of speaking fast. He says was going on a run. I was just thinking about since like housekeepers. Anyways, like he was going on a run, and he hasn't been back since. So I don't know what to do. As he's like, have you tried calling his phone? She's like, yes, I have, but he hasn't answered. It's like, let me try. As he like, well, it's not him, but it's Inko. She's like, as she's calling it, like, Deku has just walked out, and he actually has a bit of cash from, like, some of the bets. Like, for the people who are betting on everyone else, except for him. And since no one bet on him, like, they were trying to taunt, like, alright, we'll just give him a portion of the money. As he leaves with, like, 10,000 yen. Like, it wasn't a lot, but it was pretty cool. As he's walking home, as his Inko's like, Deku? He's like, as he, like, reaches, yeah. He's like, alright, where are you? He's like, I went for a walk and lost track of time. Why? He's like, the housekeeper's been, like, worried about you. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I lost track of time. It's like, well, anyways, get home. She has, like, food prepared. It's cold by now, but still. Sorry, I'll get right back there. As it takes him, like, a little over a couple of hours to get there. As it's pretty late, and he's like, sorry. He's like, no problem, just eat. So he eats his food and heads to bed. As he's like, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Alright, it seems like I found something to do. Seems good. As he lays his head down to go to sleep. And that's where I'm going to be ending this one off at. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Hope y'all continue to enjoy this. And I hope y'all have a nice day, nice night, and nice life.